Now, what is 92 New? Real quick, 92 New is, guys, this is the channel that teaches you how to be healthy, whole, the holistic way, but not only holistic, not only vegan, but we are using alkaline methods in order to be able to heal your body, to heal your heart, to make you a brand new happy you, okay? Okay guys, so the next thing that we are working on is the start of the show, mac and cheese, right? So I actually use butternut squash in my mac and cheese, guys. This is organic butternut squash, and we're gonna combine that with what we started off in our prep work earlier. Ta-da! This is what your sea moss should be looking like if you put it in the fridge, guys. So we're gonna combine this with our sea moss, and I will show you exactly what we're gonna do in order to make that mac and cheese. It's gonna be so good. All right, give me just a few seconds. What I am going to do at this point, and what you guys can do, let's go ahead and get this, get the outside. You're gonna cut it in half. Then after you cut it in half, we are going to get rid of all of the peel, and then we're gonna cube it, okay? If you would prefer to just cut it in half and put 1/2 of the butternut squash in the oven, you can do that. But I cube mine so that it doesn't take as long to get done, okay? Because I'm not making the butternut squash soup, I'm gonna just cube it, okay? Hey, look, I forgot that some of y'all may not be familiar with butternut squash like I wasn't at one point in time, right? So I want to help y'all out really quickly by showing y'all what I do, okay? You can follow along or you can just watch. Let's get started. So what I did was I actually cut the ends off, and you guys, if you rock it like this, it makes it easier for you to cut off the end. And you may have to flip it from one side, like cut, and then flip to the other side if you need to, and rock it as you're cutting and moving the knife down. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, after you've got that part done, you always want to use a peeler, okay? Use a peeler for this, and you're gonna cut, just do this whole thing, just starting from the edge, and just work your way down, and you may have to angle the peeler a little bit until you can get the peel, work your peeler. And then there we go, we're gonna have that edge to come. Is everyone understand? So you wanna make sure that you rock your knife as you're cutting it, and then you angle your peeler back and forth, back and forth, back and forth as you're trying to work with it. So we're getting that done, and we're gonna go ahead and continue. Got a good portion of the way through, all the way on down until we get the full thing sliced, okay, on the outside. And then I'll show you how to cut the inside in half and how to clean that off. Give me just a second. Let me get these peels worked off. Okay, how we doing, y'all? Look, did you get yours done? I'm all done, Coach. Yay! Awesome. High five. Okay, so look, the next thing we're gonna do, remember, we gotta cut this bad boy and open it in half, okay? So we're gonna move our utensils off of the plate, and literally, guys, you can just, again, a butternut squash is very tough to work with. It is super firm, and you literally can use your knife and just cut it right down the side, or like I said before, if you need to hold it up and kind of angle as you do that, you are welcome to do that as well. The main focus is get it split in half as best as you can. It does not ever have to be a perfect cut, because guess what? It's gonna be cut up anyway. And here we go. There we have it. It's cut in half, And I'm gonna save that little piece because we can use that. And we're gonna get all of these seeds. These are the seeds. We're gonna get all of those out. Now, the way I have done it in the past, this is another peeler that I have. You can use this, or you can just use a good old traditional spoon, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all, how y'all doing? I was able to get mine out. Take a look, see? All right, so look, I wanna share something with y'all. If you have seeds, guys, if you have seeds, you can always, if you have a yard, I don't have a yard, so you know, I am actually gonna just throw these away. But if you have seeds, you can always take these seeds, plant them in some good soil, and grow your own squash. Squash is incredibly easy to grow, okay? Butternut squash is kind of big, but what I'm saying is, like, for example, if you have like a zucchini or something like that, you know, you can always grow your own squash, okay? Okay, y'all, we are back. How far did y'all get? I'm just waiting to hear. Did y'all cut them and cube them? I did. Okay, so let me show you what I got. We needed to cut up and cube up our butternut squash. I've got mine done here. And then the next thing that I did was I literally just cut maybe about like a quarter of not even a quarter, I would say maybe like an eighth of a red onion, and I just placed it all into some parchment paper here, and so that you guys can be able to see, everything is just placed into some parchment paper, and I have it in a really it's really in my cast iron, but remember I told y'all I'm kind of starting over, so I don't have a whole lot of skillets and pots and pans and pots. So what we doing? Working with what we got. Okay, so let's get this done. We have our, oh, it's heavy, Lord. We have our onion just cut up along with our butternut squash. We are going to add a little bit of oil first, and then we're going to add some onion powder and some salt. If you would like to add a little bit of cayenne pepper to this, you can definitely do that. This is actually avocado oil that I'm adding in. Avocado oil, can y'all see that? Right from Aldi. So we're going to add that avocado oil in. Give it a good tossing. Here's my spoon. We're just gonna give it a good tossing in that avocado oil. Make sure that it's good and coated. And the reason that we're doing that is because we want the seasoning to actually stick to the veggies, right? And that's actually why I have this parchment paper here, because it is going to really, you know, get really, it may stick to the bottom of the pan, basically, long story short. I don't want it to stick to the bottom of my cast iron, so I definitely have some parchment paper here. And that just makes it so much easier for cleanup as well, y'all. But we do want to go ahead and toss it real good. Make sure it gets that avocado oil all over it. And then after you do that, then we're going to add our onion powder and our onion powder and our salt. Let's do this thing. Here is the salt that I have, the sea salt. And you don't have to add a tremendous amount, but I am going to be pretty generous with mine, just a small layer on top. And then I'm also going to add some onion powder, again, right from Aldi. So we're adding that onion powder in. Adding the onion powder. And that's a wrap, guys. We're gonna go ahead and pop this into the oven. I've been preheating the oven on 400 degrees, and you can pop this on into the oven. Just double check it. I would say maybe between 30 minutes and an hour. Just double check it to make sure that it's good and roasted before you take them out. We want it to be fully roasted, okay? Let's put it in the oven. This is what our butternut squash all seasoned up looks like, as well as our roasted onions. Let's get ready to make this mac and cheese. Woo! So excited. Okay, so before we really get into our mac and cheese, I wanted to share with y'all about the difference in pastas. I couldn't find any kamut pasta for anything, guys. And kamut pasta and even kamut flour, it is extremely hard to find in just like a regular grocery store. So I did check all the grocery stores that I could like physically walk into. The only one that I know that may possibly carry that I didn't get a chance to get to would have been maybe like kamut. So I'm thinking because it's an ancient grain, the only people who may fully carry it would be like Whole Foods. Sprouts did not have it whatsoever. Whole Foods may carry it as a chain. I know Patel Brothers may have it, guys. If you know of an actual store, like an actual grocer that carries kamut flour or kamut flour pasta, please let me know. Or even spelt flour. I'm not opposed to spelt flour. I love spelt flour, and I will do spelt flour pasta all day, every day. But guess what? This is what I did find. This is what they are having in the stores now. Chickpea, the chickpea noodles. We're gonna see how these come out. I'm not gonna just mix the whole thing. I wanna taste the cheese first, and then after that, we're gonna taste the pasta afterwards. I'm doing it separate like this for a reason, because I keep getting mixed reviews like on the whole chickpea pasta idea. Everybody keeps saying, no, don't do chickpea pasta. Well, girl, I couldn't find nothing else. Sir, I couldn't find nothing else. Point me to the direction of the kamut or spelt pasta. Now I see drum wheat, which is not the exact same thing as spelt. That's not the same thing, guys. So I don't want that. I want to stick with what our approved grains and flours are. We definitely need to stay on the alkaline journey. I don't want a cassava flour. Cassava is way on the opposite end of alkaline, so you don't want that. Please don't get a cassava flour. Almond flour can be okay, but it does have a very unique taste to it as well. So we're gonna try it with these. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook these up according to the package directions. I did like that it says the ingredients are 100% chickpea flour. That's it. So that is what really, allowed me to kind of take a look at these. And of course, this is made by Aldi. It is Simply Nature. It is non-GMO. So we'll try them. But anyhow, that's that. Let me go ahead and fix the pasta or get the pasta started. And then we're going to continue on with our actual cheese, the sauce. Yeah. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. We're going to go ahead and make the sauce, the cheese sauce for our mac and cheese, all right? So the first thing that I feel like we need to do is go ahead and add our Brazil nuts in. Again, this is just basically 2 cups of Brazil nuts, and this is gonna be 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Where's my, I keep looking for my spatula, y'all. Oh, what I did with it. Here it is. I washed it. So we have 2 cups of Brazil nuts that I had just soaked overnight. We also had the what is this? The onion powder. With the onion powder, this is basically 1 teaspoon of onion powder. We also have some sea salt, and the sea salt is this is 1 teaspoon of sea salt. So we're gonna add that on in. Of course, we need to add in kind of like our liquids now. Well, I actually would like to add in the grapeseed oil first, and we're gonna need just 2 teaspoons of the grapeseed oil or the avocado oil. I don't really like grapeseed oil as much as what I like avocado oil, and the reason why is because grapeseed oil to me is extremely thin, and so whereas avocado oil, it really has a more thicker oil base, and I feel like when you're cooking, you need the oil to actually not dissolve, right? So I'm gonna use avocado oil, and then we're also gonna use our lime, and I have some wedges that I had already cut in preparation for our mock mimosas that we made earlier. Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get them. But I'm looking for my squeezer that I had. We have the squeezer. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna squeeze 2 of these wedges in there, because of course these are, like I said, these are just the quarters that I prepared or was in preparation for our nice little drinks earlier. And you want to make sure that you get all of the juice out of there. Like, don't be wasting, y'all. We got to work with what we got, right? There's no reason to like not get all of that. We need to render all of the juice from the lime. Get all of that out. All right. So that's that one. That's one. Because again, we have just a wedge or a 1/4 of it that I had cut. So we want to make sure that, whoa. Make sure that we get all of it. Have to wipe the cabinet down. Squeeze all over the place. Anyhow, so after we have the lime squeezed in, again, this is literally like just a half of a lime that I'm using. So we're just gonna use that half a lime. The next thing that we're doing is we're gonna add in our water. Let me move the other limes out of the way and I'll wrap those back up. We're gonna get this is 1 cup of bottled water. Again, y'all, this is our Evian. We want to use 1 cup of Evian water or whatever water that you have that is spring water. You want, again, spring water that is bottled at the source, okay? So we're gonna pour that right on in. And then we're gonna pour in our hemp milk. Hemp milk is, this is 1 cup of hemp milk. Again, guys, it is hemp milk, but this is not marijuana milk. It's not weed milk, no. No, and no. This is hemp milk. It is not the same thing, guys. We have this discussion every time I get on here, because like some people just be like, ooh, I bet she smoked weed. This is not weed. And no, I do not smoke. So anyhow, you want to make sure that you get all of your milk added in. The next step is, after that, that's 1 cup of hemp milk, 1 cup of water. We added in our grapeseed oil, onion powder, Brazil nuts, You can, at this point, we're gonna go ahead and add in the sea moss gel, and I'm thinking that I may do just like a quarter of a cup, guys. Just a quarter of a cup, just to make it really nice and smooth. Let me get my quarter measure. This is our sea moss gel that we created earlier today, okay? So we're gonna get a quarter cup of that, just to make sure that this is gonna be super smooth, okay? All right, so here we go. This is what it looks like for right now while it's inside of the scoop. I'm just gonna plop that on in there. Now, if we need more to kind of make it really smooth, then we'll add more a little bit later. And I hear our pasta water boiling behind me, so we'll get with that in just a second. I at least want to get this set up in the blender and blend it, and then we'll get with that. The last thing that we're going to add is our, pop this back into the fridge real quick for a second. All right. The last thing that we are actually going to add is going to, this is our butternut squash and our roasted butternut squash and onion mixture that we had earlier. Check it out, y'all. She blended. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna make y'all sit and listen to that, but hold on. Okay, guys, so I did do a little bit of a taste test when I blended it. It's good, but it's not exactly what I was hoping for. So I'm gonna try to like do some adjustments. And I was kind of looking around some of the stuff that I have available. What I did was I went ahead and I added another wedge of lime. I also added another tablespoon of sea moss gel, y'all. And then I was looking at this here that I had in my pantry, and it says evaporated coconut milk, because I was like, I need something more creamier, right? This is super, can y'all see that? It's really thick and creamy because it's like evaporated coconut milk. So if you can see the texture, I haven't used that spoon yet either, by the way, I just grabbed it. But if you can see the texture, that is super duper thick and creamy. Oh, and by the way, our noodles are done. So I'm gonna try this, and I think I'm almost feeling like I wanna go ahead and add in a full cup, but maybe I'll just go ahead and try. I feel like a full cup. Yeah, because look at all of this. I feel like a full cup should do it. So we're gonna add that on in. And y'all know I don't like wasting. We gotta get all of it out of there. Let's get all of it out. And we're gonna add this in. And I feel like we might need a touch more salt also. You can salt it to taste, but of course, I feel like we need a little bit more salt because I like it to be smooth and cheesy, but I want it to be flavorful also. So I'm gonna add, I feel like I'm gonna add another tablespoon of onion powder and another tablespoon of salt. So we're gonna add another tablespoon of onion powder, as well as another tablespoon of salt, just to be on the safe side. Get one of these that are clean already. Onion powder. And then we're gonna do one more tablespoon of salt. So a tablespoon of salt, y'all. All right. Let's put the blender lid back on and let's try it. Hopefully it works out, y'all. You know, everything does not always work out to be exactly perfect. We have to continue to try. We got to keep trying. Hey, all right? But let's see what this tastes like. Hopefully it tastes good. Okay, I'm gonna blend this and I'll be right back. Okay, I just took the lid off. I wanna see, this is what it's, where's my spatula? This is what it's looking like so far, y'all. And remember, it has Brazil nuts and the butternut squash in it. We just added some coconut milk to it, along with another tablespoon of sea moss, and also some more salt and onion powder, okay? It actually is looking more like a cheese consistency now though, for real, for real. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what it tastes like though. That's gonna be the real test. Let's see what it tastes like. Let's see what it tastes like, see what it tastes like. All right. It is heavy, my goodness. It is super heavy. So, all right, y'all. Let's see. Ooh! That's cheesy. Oh my God. That's it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Also, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to this pasta real quick. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This cheese is off the chain. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Y'all know what Coach K be saying, like, you gotta season your stuff. Let's add a little bit of salt, a little bit of onion powder to it also. This cheese is perfect, but y'all know how, like, when you cook real, for real, traditional mac and cheese, you cook it either in chicken broth, or like you can add a chicken bouillon cube in there and all that. You can't have those same seasonings when you're alkaline, okay? Now you can create a bouillon. I didn't have time for that today. And I am still getting the exact seasonings together for, like, to create a for real chicken bouillon taste with seasoning. So definitely, let's still just season the pasta, okay? Long story short, we're gonna add, and I'm not measuring. We just gonna sprinkle a little bit over the top, okay? Sprinkle a little bit over the top. Let me show you. We season in layers. Sprinkle a little bit over the top. Just a small bit. And I don't want to add any salt because I feel like the cheese is salty enough. So I don't want to add any more salt, actually, on second thought. Now what we're gonna do is let's toss it real quick. Like we're gonna toss the pasta with that onion powder in there. And the oil. So that the pasta can stay pliable and not be, you know, I don't know, but I honestly don't feel like it tastes as bad as what everybody says. I really don't, y'all. But anyhow, we are going to go ahead. We added our avocado oil in there just to make sure that it is good. And y'all want me to taste it on camera? What y'all think? I will. I'll put this spoon to the side, but let's see. We're gonna see what it tastes like. It's not bad. I mean, I assume spelt and kamut tastes better, but it's not terrible. Okay. That cheese though. Ooh. I'm super excited. I'll put this in the sink. I don't want to pour this over this entire dish because I would like to keep some of this cheese and see if I can find some spelt or kamut pasta. And see if my mac and cheese be like hitting, like, you know, like the for real mac and cheese they'll be tasting. It's not gonna taste for real with this pasta. But the cheese tastes for real. But the pasta, it's just okay. You know what I mean? It's just okay. But I think I wanna take some of this out. I don't wanna put all my cheese towards this. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, I gotta keep it real. I love y'all to life. I gotta be honest with certain things, with everything, not just certain. I gotta be honest with our food because if I'm not liking it, y'all not gonna like it. Like, duh. But I am gonna go ahead and add some of this cheese to this pasta. We're gonna put it on in this oven for 350. I'm not using all of this pasta though. But anyhow, that's that. Where do I want to put this in? I feel like we're gonna go from all of this to this right here. This is all we making, y'all. This is all we're making. Okay, y'all they not finna waste my good cheese sauce. We gonna get some real pasta. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I need to get some real pasta that's gonna. It needs to be equally yoked. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and scoop a little bit of this in here to give them the benefit of the doubt. Just because I just want some mac and cheese today, y'all. That ain't working. Let me get a real spoon, a real serving spoon. Oh my gosh, I hate to see it, y'all. I had such high hopes for the chickpea pasta. And one thing I can say is that the one that is by Banza, I think it's called Banza chickpea pasta. That one is not. I don't like that one. Okay, just FYI, if we going on taste test, that was the one from Aldi, okay, that I tasted and I just cooked just now, okay? It's okay. It's not terrible. That Banza, I'm sorry, y'all. I do not prefer it. It is not. No, don't do it. Okay? So, this one is all right, though. This one is okay. I mean, it doesn't taste like the other one did. So, and you know what? The other thing is also, I cooked this. I tried 2 different settings. I cooked it at, I cooked one at a, I cooked one at 200 and, I mean not 200, I'm tripping y'all. I cooked one at, make sure we get it all the way on in there because I want it to be super cheesy and so it can bake and get incorporated fully. Anyhow, I cooked one at to where it says 6 minutes on the box. 6 minutes was very, very al dente, okay? You need the full 8 minutes. And I even went probably like, maybe like an extra minute over. And with that extra minute, you know, the extra to where it was at 8 minutes, maybe 9 minutes, it came out really, like I said, it's okay. It's not terrible, y'all. It is definitely edible and it tastes okay. I'm gonna just add a little bit more cheese, baby, because we need to hit. All right, y'all think that's enough cheese? What y'all think? Okay, we're gonna put this in the oven. Let's go. We're gonna put this in the oven, 350 for, what y'all think? How many minutes? We'll look at it, okay? Keep an eye on it. Let's try 10 minutes, keeping an eye on it. Okay? All right. And I'm gonna set my timer. I'm over here laughing, y'all, because y'all know Coach K don't believe in wasting no food, but I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for now. And I'm gonna put it in the fridge for right now. But if that kamut or that spelt pasta winds up coming and it wind up tasting better than this right here, Coach K gonna have to throw some money away. but for now, we not wasting, okay, y'all? Okay, y'all, I am just pulling it out of the oven and ooh, it's hot. Wanted to show y'all what it looks like coming out, and I think it's because I didn't coat the other side well, but I'm gonna mix it up just a little bit. I need a real spoon to mix this. I'm gonna mix it up just a little bit, and then after that I'm gonna put it on I'm gonna try some on a little plate and see what it tastes like. All right, this is what it looks like when it has been mixed in really well. And I'm gonna try putting some on a little plate, okay? Let's put some on a small saucer. Saucer. Let's see. Come on, cheese sauce, help this pasta on that. Okay. Oh, I don't want it on my counter. It is piping hot. It just literally came out of the oven. All right. Let's see if I cool it down first. I'm so anxious to see what it tastes like with the the cheese actually mixed in, incorporated, and actually heated up. Y'all see the steam? Y'all see the steam coming off the plate? It smells good. The cheese sauce is still good. Doggone pasta though. It does not taste like regular mac and cheese, but it is, you know, it's cheesy. And it's edible. I want to try with a different pasta. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's decent. It's not your grandmama's mac and cheese, okay? How about that? I'm gonna finish eating it. This is a continuation of the video that we started on with our the mac and cheese, okay? Because look what I found! Oh my gosh! Can y'all see that? Remember how I was talking about how the pasta that I found yesterday was a chickpea pasta, and it was okay. it wasn't the best, y'all, but I scoured Charlotte today, like literally looking, trying to find this kamut pasta. Okay, and I did find one. We could do a little bit better price-wise, but I understand why, because y'all know the laws of supply and demand, right? Well, the thing is that this right here, it was very expensive. So I went ahead and I bought it because I am super excited to try it for you guys. And we're gonna look at the box back here, guys. This is it's called Monograno Felicetti. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It is Italian. This is kind of the shape of the noodle, and I'll show you guys when I cook it as well. I've already got the water boiling here, but if we look at the box, it's saying that it has during cooking, it releases scents of white flowers and freshly peeled fruit. I'm looking down here, and it says its flavor is a combination of pine and macadamia nuts with hints of edible flowers. Well, we're gonna see what that tastes like with our cheese, because our cheese was popping yesterday, like, So we're gonna see what this tastes like, the Monograno brand, and let's see what this kamut pasta is all about. Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the box, and we'll pour it right on in. If I can get it open, it's sealed. Whoa. Our water is already boiling. Super excited. Okay. This is what the little package looks like. Can y'all see these noodles? There are some big noodles, aren't they? Right? That's okay. I'm sure they're gonna taste amazing. So let's see. I'm so hopeful, y'all. Let's get these noodles poured in. Now, it did say 10-minute cook time. Approximately 10 minutes is what it said. So let's get them poured in. Ooh, pop me. All right. Let me just stir those around a little bit and let them continue to cook. And all right, we're gonna see what it's like in 10 minutes, okay? I love this. It's even got the little print on, like, the brand name. Y'all know it's expensive when it has the brand name on the plastic packaging. Love that, y'all. But I will let you know what it's like in 10 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I am just reheating some of our wonderful cheese so that, so by the way, y'all see how cheesy that looks? Can y'all see that? Oh. Y'all actually see how cheesy that looks? Like, that is for real our cheese that we made. Ah, that's what's up. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so super excited. But anyhow, like, it really does. Look at that. It's like, that is the Brazil nuts and the butternut squash. Actually, for real cheesing over here. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Anyhow, I already pulled the camu pasta off. Guess what? Y'all, for real, it really does taste just like, I don't want to put this back on the stove. It tastes just like regular pasta, y'all. Did y'all hear Coach K? It tastes like regular pasta. Yeah. I'm so excited. It tastes like for real regular pasta. Regular. You do not find our food, like alkaline food, does not taste and texture 100% hands down tastes like regular traditional 100% hands down regular normal food. That's what this pasta tastes like. There's no difference. It tastes like any other pasta you can buy in the store, but this is 1,010 kabillion times better for you. So was it worth the $14 that I paid for this box? I did pay $14 for the box, y'all. Yes, I would say that it was, because look, I'm gonna show you. Before I add the cheese sauce on, let me do the cheese sauce. Put it on the away from the eye of the stove, because I don't want to cook it. I don't want it to continue cooking. Let me show you this. Guys, look at this real quick. This is how much that was in there. I only cooked half of the bag. This is, it's enough to line the bottom of this plate, okay? These noodles cooked up pretty big in size, and I'm gonna show you before I taste it on camera so y'all can see Coach K. So this is how big in size that this is, see that? This is like a normal noodle size. It's really good too. It's like regular noodles, oh my God. All right, let's add the cheese sauce. I was so scared to cook a lot of cheese sauce because I don't want to waste my cheese like we did yesterday. All that cheese I wasted. This cheese is the bomb.com too. So, oh my God, it smells so delicious. It smells like real cheese. Woo! It even smells like real cheese when it's heated up, y'all. Oh my gosh, my kids are gonna be so excited. Ooh, they ain't gonna even know. They're gonna be eating good and healthy and not gonna even know it. I would definitely say to do this for y'all kids, y'all. I mean, it's a little expensive, on the expensive side, but I would love for them to do better with pricing, but I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty exclusive because I couldn't find it at literally any other store. So I feel like they knew what they was doing with that $13. Yeah. So anywho, let's see if it was worth the $13. I'm just trying to get it mixed in pretty well with a little bit of cheese and that I have, and then I will go in and I didn't add any onion powder or salt yet either, by the way, which was kind of the mistake I made yesterday. I just wanted to see what it was gonna taste like with raw noodles and cheese first before I add any onion powder, salt, you know, all of that. So, all right, that's enough mixing. I'm hungry. Let's taste this food first. Let's taste it. That's what it look like. With just the cheese. No salt, no onion powder, no nothing, y'all. Test, for real test, okay? Cheese is good. Okay. Okay. Y'all, I ain't even add no onion powder or salt or nothing to this. The cheese is cheesing. This tastes so good to be Brazil nuts and butternut squash. Don't play with me. What? Y'all. Okay. Let me stop eating. I've been ate the whole thing on camera. This is good, y'all. Where my cheese at? This is good too. Y'all better do this cheese recipe and quit playing. And I can't even get all of the food ate. I like I said, I only took a little bit. I did not pour all of this over that over the pasta because I was not sure what it's gonna taste like. It is so good. It's so worth it, y'all. Do this cheese recipe with this pasta right here. This pasta right here. And you can also get this from Amazon. You may be able to get other Kamut pastas from Amazon. I don't know about those. I haven't been able to try any of those off of Amazon. I know that one right there is good. Sure is. Oh, I said I was gonna stop eating. Okay. Moving right along. We still gotta finish out our cheesecake. Let's do this, okay? I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna add a little onion powder, a little salt. I'm going to add some more cheese on top and then throw it into the oven. I want to finish it now. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me just bring it all back. Okay, let's finish. I'm gonna throw this in the oven real quick. Give me 2 seconds. We're coming back for our cheesecake. Yes. Be right back.